Hey all, welcome back to Riders Republic. I'm Anesthetic. With me on this video is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm still Matt.
And Turo.
Hello.
We're continuing on with the Snow Tricks career. I'm just riding around and I found another one of those funkies, you know. I was just...
Weirdo bikes. Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
What the fuck was that?
That's
what the
crazy.
I was just chilling and grilling, you know.
Yeah.
This is your grandpa's bike.
Yeah.
And it's better than anything you've ever ridden before.
Well, that makes sense. That really checks out. They don't make them like they used to.
Yeah.
Kids these days.
Yeah, I used to have, my grandpa had a cast iron bike. It was really strong, sturdy vehicle.
Didn't in the first episode we talked about when the bike was invented or something?
Did we?
Yeah, I think
pretty sure we
yeah,
did.
I kind of remember that.
Huh.
Landcatcher, here's the deal. This is a hell extreme freeride comp all the way down to the super steep backcountry slopes of the Teton Mountains. It's got big drops and huge air moments, perfect for stomping high-scoring tricks. Go prep that list of yours and give it your best shot to win this thing.
I think this event is
Red
really
Bull
good for the
line
sport.
catcher,
Absolutely.
more like I don't know.
Red
Wine
Bull
catcher.
shit.
Viewers beware.
That's a good one. That's really good.
Yeah, sorry.
Which
what
one?
was it? Let me hear yours again.
Red Bull wine catcher because we're all getting wine drunk on this
Okay.
I like Bob's
nondescript
better.
day.
Wined and dined.
Wine and dine.
Wined
gotta
and
wind up and wind up
Wined
before you get
and-
dined up.
Wined and fined. You whined and got fined for it.
Oh, people say wined and dined, but why never like wined and lunched? Or like
Because you
wined
don't
and
drink in the middle of the
breakfasted?
day, usually.
I think there'd probably be more like mimosas and brunch.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
then
like,
I've got
you
a
don't really
question.
do wine that early.
Mimosas or scumosas?
I'm gonna
Okay.
go with mimosas, I think,
I
yeah.
think mimosa. Here's the thing. There's a lot of sort of not stigma, but there's some weirdness around like guys ordering girly drinks. But I gotta say, I think a scumosa just sounds gross.
Yeah.
You know, like it
Don't
just doesn't
knock it
sound
till you
appealing.
try it.
Okay, well, I'm not
I'm
knocking
gonna
it.
knock
I'm
it.
also not frying it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm going to
I am
knock it and
well
also
known.
not try it.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
well
judge
known
books
for
by
knocking
their
things
covers.
and not trying them.
Quad rodeo seatbelt.
So
Damn.
do you think it would be like fun for like a YouTube food reviewer to write a review of some food they know they're gonna hate? Don't try the food first. Instead, they say, I'm not supposed to knock it till I try it, so here we go. And then on camera, they just take one bite of the food and then immediately launch into the monologue they already had written.
Dude, I bet they
feel like
already
that's
do
probably
that.
out there.
I'm sure there are
Right?
people that have done that.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like really proudly show, like, I didn't eat this thing.
Dude, you know what?
Here's my review.
I feel called out because there were a lot of reviews when I used to do them that I would write the review and then I'd be like, I'm gonna hate this game, and then I'd play it and I'd have to scrap the whole review because I didn't actually hate
Okay,
the
so
game.
the alternate universe version of you that didn't scrap those reviews. That's
yeah,
the guy I
I
want.
had to scrap them because I was like, oh, this actually wasn't like what I thought it was gonna be at all. So
Yeah.
I would just scrap the whole thing and move on.
It's interesting, after the first two times, you didn't just go, I'm really bad at this.
Well, I only
I'm really
did it
bad
like
at
twice.
this predicting how I'll feel about these
Yeah,
games.
well, I did learn. I learned.
My followers
you know.
keep recommending this really fluffy visual novel called Doki Doki Literature Club to me. I bet I'm gonna hate it. It's gonna be
No, this
awful.
was
I actually had a
before
fairly
Doki Doki
nuanced
Literature.
opinion
Yeah.
on Doki
Yeah.
Doki Literature Club.
Doki Doki wasn't even a twinkle in his dad's dick at the time.
Wait, so Doki Doki Literature Club is both a living organism that was birthed by
I didn't say birth, you
Well,
said
when you
birth.
put it that way.
Yeah, when you put it.
the
Yeah.
twinkle in his dad's dick. I think implies at least something.
It implies
dad was
something,
involved
I
at
don't
the
know
very-
what.
his dad was involved.
You're reading
at
a
the
lot
very
into
least.
this. Is all
Yeah,
I'm
it
saying.
seems like you're doing a lot of the reading into this.
I know that
Lift in here.
I don't know
man.
why
We didn't
you're
imply
making
anything.
this weird. Everyone
We
keeps saying
didn't
you're
imply
making this
anything
weird.
about it.
I don't know. It's my fault, really. I think we all sort of have to share the blame on that a little bit, just a little.
Nah.
I certainly
you're
don't
wrong.
think. I don't want to speak on behalf of anybody else. I don't think Matt was involved,
do you
and I
want-
don't think Connor was involved. And frankly, I don't think I was involved. I think this was just you.
I think that's, yeah, you were the only one involved here.
Do you want Matt's hot tips on how to win any argument?
Yeah,
If you're about to lose and you realize you're losing, just stop arguing and go, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Nuh-uh.
And just do that. And you win
Really?
the argument. They can't
Nowadays,
refute
the
that.
kids just say, like, nah, I'd win, or something like that.
No, you're wrong.
I feel like.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I'm too old school. When I'm losing an argument, I just take a call suddenly. Like
When I'm-
I'm like, my
I thought you were
phone is
gonna say,
vibrating
like-
in my pocket. Like
thought
I
you were
just
gonna
pull it
say,
out
like-
and immediately go, hello? Yeah, sorry, I gotta take this call, and I just walk away.
I thought you were gonna say I'm too old school. When I'm losing an argument, I just start punching the other person.
Break their jaw.
I do it like back how we used to do when my dad was a
Yeah.
kid. You're losing, you just beat them up.
You just hit your head on that tree.
Maybe. We could
Like, I
always
saw
go to
your
the
head, like,
nuclear
bend back.
option and just say and blow the
Don't-
other person to
No,
smithereens.
Dude,
that's-
You should.
You gotta censor
I
that shit,
don't-
dude. You can't
Dude,
just
it's 2024. You can't say that anymore.
you can't just keep bringing that out uncensored
you're right.
constantly.
Your channel is never going to be monetizable if you keep saying shit like that.
This is
I mean-
I can't believe it. Dude. We've learned nothing.
Like,
in
look,
these
man,
past
I used to be the
decade.
controversial one of the two of us. Now it seems like you are. Like, this is
Now,
fucked up.
that's only for use in the most dire of situations, such as religious
No.
arguments.
no religious arguments.
Yeah,
That
debates
seems
on
like
religion.
It seems like.
Sounds like them.
Yeah, it's
What was
debatable
it?
Should say
itself.
girls want to have another religious debate.
on the internet.
Oh,
So they
internet.
weren't, but they weren't on the internet. They
internet.
were in person. There wasn't even a suggestion. It was streamed.
Dude, I saw. Okay, I hate to bring this up. I have to bring this up because I've been thinking about it ever since I saw it. I saw that show, Nichijou or whatever. You ever heard of it? My Everyday Life.
Yeah.
And the fucking
My what?
characters in there, I just realized that whatever that show that we were abridging back then was ripping that show off, was ripping Nichijou off. It
I
was
mean-
like an unabashed Nichijou ripoff, and I never realized it because I never watched
Jinsei
anime.
was a ripoff of, like, every high school show.
It never even got a dub. Like we
Why
somehow.
would it get a dub? Nobody
I
wanted
know,
it in
like nobody's
Japanese
ever
anyway.
seen it. We somehow found like the most shitty slice of life anime ever to abridge. No one's heard of it. No one's watched it. It never got released in the West.
Matt, I told you, I literally chose what anime to do by looking at that, you know, winter anime list or whatever and picking the least interesting looking one.
The thing is,
Sounds
I'm
like
pretty
you-
sure
you got
I'm
it
pretty sure
perfectly
Jinsei
right.
Jinsei was about $40 away from just being uploaded to YouTube.
Wow.
Probably.
That's-
You could upload the entire thing to YouTube, and they probably wouldn't even monetize it. Like
They'd
whoever
be
owned
like,
it.
"Hey, good for you making a buck off our work."
I'd be like, I'm
Somebody
glad
should.
glad someone's
Somebody
getting
honestly
someone
should.
found a use for this
Yeah.
show. Like, it's just so funny to me that, like, after all these years, Jinsei is the one that got forgotten. Like, I wonder how much other shitty shows we missed that, like, nobody's ever heard of or seen.
Yeah, I think most of them.
Oh, got my knuckles.
I mean,
I
you
feel like
don't
it's
remember
rare now. Like,
almost anything.
Every shitty anime in the world gets a dub now, but 10 years ago, like, you had to be popular to get a dub in the West. You had to be like Naruto.
Yeah.
Or, I almost said Jay-Z. I meant Dragon Ball Z.
Jay-Z, yeah, you had to be Jay-Z to get a dub
My
in the West.
favorite anime. I mean, you only
But,
got really
now, like,
popular
every
animes
fucking
like
trash
Cory
thing
in the
ever made
House
gets a
dubbed. Oh,
I
it's
mean,
so
there was
funny.
that anime that, like, Jaden Smith made or requested.
Yeah,
but that
right?
was
The
made
Big
in the
Toblerone
US.
one.
Yeah, the
That was
big
made in
Toblerone
the
one.
US, though. That doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
What is that? I remember you guys were making fun of it.
It was,
Long
it
ass
was,
time
oh,
ago.
God.
You don't deserve
Neo
this. You
Tokyo.
don't deserve my
Neo
big
Tokyo.
Toblerone.
No, Neo
Yeah.
Yokio. Neo Yokio. It was called
Oh,
Neo
that's
Yokio.
Neo Yokio?
Yeah, that was its name.
Oh, I've heard the name of that. I
it
didn't
was
realize
Jaden
that was
Smith's
all the
Big
same
Toblerone
thing.
anime, and it was funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's the only.
Not for
that's the
okay, no. The first 2 episodes were funny as fuck. The rest were boring as shit.
Hey, I gotta ask a question about the game. So what the fuck is all this? Like, you're just going through garbage.
just
They just let you ride
rolling
the
down
river?
the river. You're supposed to like be log grinding the whole time.
And if you get off the log, you just kind of get fucked.
Yeah.
Kinda, I guess.
It kind of
That
looks like
kind
that.
of sucks.
Yeah, this event does not seem like the most fun in their catalog.
It seems like there was definitely an intended path through that, right? And then like you got off that path somewhere, and then it was like impossible to find
This
your
is
way
the
back.
second time you've played an event that wasn't in a ski park where they also seem to have the intention of you be going under 60 kilometers an hour the entire time. And
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
It's-
about that one.
Yeah. Sometimes I guess they want slower levels. They can give a slower level.
You missed the bike race finale where like it was the big grand mountain race and seemingly halfway through it they ran out of mountain for you to go down because then like
Oh.
30 from like the 35% mark to like the 70% mark you were going uphill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went down
They made
and
it
then back up.
ascenders.
Like they made it a
They
straight
made
up.
ascenders.
They straight up called it an endurance race,
Oh god.
and it was not good.
Enduring my patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Hey, you missed a checkpoint by the way.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just restart that shit. What the fuck? They set you pointed the wrong way.
I don't know, man.
That guy should probably wear a shirt.
Nah, he doesn't want to.
It's the Republic.
It's
You
hot
can do
out
what you
here,
want.
dude.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is not
It's
illegal.
fucking hot
We-
up here. You see how
Our
close you are to
elected-
the sun? It's freezing.
Our elected
Or not freezing,
officials
man,
in
burning
the
up.
Riders Republic have decided against shirts.
This just reminds me of back in Steep. There was a whole mechanic of of staying on the crest of a mountain and getting points. And
Yeah.
Steep had like one or two events all about that, and it was way harder than you'd think. I don't remember
what
having
else?
any trouble with this here, but
You know what other
I
game had a
actually played
mechanic
this
like
event.
that? Shaun White snowboarding. If
Oh.
you did like a slide on the crest of a mountain, you would get points for it. It was pretty
Huh.
cool. I always thought that was pretty neat. Shame about the rest of the game, though.
oh, Matt, you're hearing the White Woman Ukulele Gangster's
Yeah.
Paradise cover.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god, I
playing
forgot.
again,
I already
really?
forgot about it.
Yeah, it's the only thing I remember about the soundtrack is this song because it sounds so fucking out of place and bad.
Wow, this is weird.
It's bad. I'm not
I
a
was
big
gonna
fan
say-
of this song.
Yeah, I'm not either. I was gonna say this level kind of surprises me. I would have thought that part at the beginning, trying to stay on that narrow snow, slope. I would have thought that'd be harder to do. That looked fairly intuitive, and that's I don't know.
Yeah.
Like this navigation on this sort of thin area.
This is actually
Yeah.
a good game. Sometimes
Yeah, it looks
I
like
do
it's
forget
actually
that.
sometimes a good game.
Yeah. Well, more than sometimes. I would almost
Yeah.
say almost over 50% of the time it is a fun game to play.
Almost over 50%. That doesn't mean almost anything.
This game
Very
is at
nearly
least-
over 50%.
At least 5% a good time.
You
There,
said
irrefutable
almost
statement.
almost more than 50.
Yeah.
That means it's 50 or less or more.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can't argue.
You can't, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't, how are you gonna refute that? It
I don't need
is
to.
exactly whatever you agree with the most.
I don't need to refute it.
I'm a master debater. What can I say?
A masturbator, yeah.
Yeah. No, a master debater. I would never bait someone.
Yeah, yeah.
I would never do
understand
such
that.
things.
I'm a masturbator.
Yeah, that would just
though.
be
I bait
rude.
people all the time.
Wow.
And they come.
They always come for it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always
Yeah.
coming anyways, but I mean.
And then they
That's the
scum.
Then
And
they
then
scream.
It's really the video where I can really get all that out.
all the
Cedric, you're about
scums.
to lose a race. And Cedric, no, you're losing. You're losing the race.
No, but instead of
Okay,
one.
Tricks left is 0? You had a
Yeah, there's
number
a.
of
You
tricks
can only
were
do
supposed
a
to do?
limited
Oh, I
amount of
see.
tricks
8 new tricks.
per run to
No
prevent trick
backtrack,
spamming.
score at least 2,000 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was only going against like 5 other people.
and it don't matter anyway.
Goobers.
I got my kung fu.
You got your scum food?
Wacha.
Got my Saturday shorts on a Saturday night.
Is that?
I would never
Did
wear
you say
shorts on a
Saturday shorts?
Yeah, I got my Saturday shorts on a Saturday
don't-
night.
I just
Got
don't
my
agree
Saturday
with-
shorts on, and I'm feeling all right.
I'm just
I don't
having a
think
hard time
wearing shorts on a
conceptualizing.
Saturday is
You know
really
what,
all that
Bob?
appropriate.
Haters try to hate me, but I say no way, because my
Sorry,
Saturday
you're
shorts are on a
refusing?
Saturday.
You're refusing haters hate
Yeah, I said no way.
when you talk about the Saturday shorts.
Here, I'll reference something that we can all get behind. I sometimes still remember that Steel Donut story where the boy gets like turned into a girl by Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And he gets his red bed shorts, and then he also gets sleeping shoes.
That's right.
And I've always been like, what the fuck are sleeping shoes?
They're the shoes you
We
wear
ever
for
learn what
sleeping.
they are?
Yeah,
They don't do a lot of sleeping in that story.
these
let me
shoes
tell
are
you.
meant for sleeping, and that's just what I'll do.
That's the Yohimune one, right?
No,
No. Sorry,
that
think
was
of
a
another
quick
one.
one-off.
Think of another
That
one.
was your first Christmas special, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I just remember
A
the
Christmas
one.
fix. That's what it was.
Yes.
And you guys all thought it was going to be about drugs, and it was
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
much
I
not.
wished.
The only drug
would've been
involved
nice.
was
It was about
estrogen.
sleeping shoes instead.
Yeah.
I will still never get over the Yohimune Christmas one he did, where he uploaded it in July 27th.
Well, you know, in the Southern Hemisphere,
It'll never stop being funny.
the summer is winter and winter is summer, and
He's
so
not in
he
the
has-
Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, and Christmas isn't in June or July in the Southern Hemisphere either, but you didn't call me out on that. What do you want from me, Matt? A good explanation? I don't have one.
I'm sure you're
Love
just
it
doing
so
Forgive
doing
me.
what you can
Like,
with what
forgive
you
me.
got.
I'm
he
sorry.
wrote that story and could not wait for an appropriate time to post it. He had to post his Christmas story
You're
right
just
then and there.
So excited.
Maybe he just really loves Christmas.
Same, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm actually on my channel about to put up my Christmas special.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
This is my Christmas special, actually. I'm stealing the
Do a
recording of
monthly-
this video.
Do a monthly
a-
Christmas special.
Yeah,
I
we
was
should
gonna
have
ask,
done
is
that.
that a third link I have to reference, or, and then you said you're using this video, so it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
I was gonna say, we should have, in the Steel Donut, we should have done a monthly Christmas special.
Yeah. Year of Christmas. It's just
Nothing but
Christmas
Christmas
stories.
videos all
It would
year
have been
long.
really fun if you guys did Chris month and then actually also did it in like August.
We should have done it in July, like fucking Yohimune did.
I mean, you guys did Christmas specials though, so
Chris
I mean,
Right,
month,
but
Chris month
like,
in
the
June.
summer. Yes.
that sucks.
So fucking bad.
That sucks.
I'm so glad we're retired, so we can just come up with the worst ideas and laugh about them.
Dude, when
Yeah,
we
we'll
were
just
when we
put
were
'em
not
on-
retired, we did the worst ideas.
You guys did 3 different months, Senator. I feel like
We destroyed our channel growth by doing an entire month of chipmunk stories.
No,
As our first month-long focus
No, our
special.
chipmunk
The
stories.
We were doomed to be
Giving us
lost to
growth.
chipmunk YouTube after that.
Oh, that's true. That's fair. Yeah.
I feel
Good.
like the insanity of chipmunk fan fiction is becoming slightly more mainstream, or at least
So
the
you're
insanity
saying we're
of the
gonna
fandom.
be
No,
Yeah,
we're gonna
get
be like the
recommended
grizzled
now.
ancients.
I'm starting to see weird, out of context, like chipmunk jokes.
Here's the thing.
on
Here's the
Tumblr.
thing. All the youngins are gonna start finding chipmunks fan fiction, and we're gonna be like the ancients who discovered
Elder
this
gods.
technology long ago, and they're gonna recover our YouTube videos as like the archive of like truth.
We're gonna have one of those videos that's like recommended in the algorithm 10 years later.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Imagine
Where
if it's
are
a
they
Christmas
now?
fix.
Where are the chipmunks?
Yeah.
See, we wrecked the channel, but it provided some of the finest memories.
Well, yeah.
it's
I
still
don't
the-
give a shit about the channel growth. The thing I treasure was the friends I made along the way.
Aww.
such as
Alvin,
Quiet
Simon,
Andy.
and Theodore.
Yeah, Alvin, Simon.
Yeah,
And that other
Right.
guy.
I'm so glad I figured out that you don't have to use all 3 spaces in the final Quiplash in Quiplash 3.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
great.
probably the funniest moment of my life. And I'm glad
That's
everyone
what-
still does it.
Yeah. I just like,
I like
the
a
idea of,
challenge.
I just love it when someone's going through a list of 3 and they need to say Alvin, Simon, Theodore, and they just leave off Theodore. It just makes my heart sing.
Every
Because who
time.
gives a shit about Theodore?
I mean, fucking fanfiction's left off Theodore. The fandom left off Theodore.
I was just on
The writers of the fucking shows left off Theodore.
I was just on one of these child channels, original content, self-inflicted. And they did an Alvin and the Chipmunks story where Theodore was the main character, so they brought me in to do the thing, and it was a pretty entertaining story. It starts with the declaration that although the plot may seem similar, he did not see the movie The Crazies before he wrote this, he says. And then the description of what happens in this story is like identical to the movie The Crazies.
Nice.
So
Why,
I'll give
why
him the
would you
benefit
say
of the
that?
doubt.
Yeah, why would you say, if you had based it off the Crazies, why wouldn't you say so?
well, he's.
Are you
I don't
worried
know
about
why
not
he
seeing
brought
an
it up.
original
I
in your
probably
fan fiction?
I haven't thought about that movie in forever. Probably since I left the theater. I went in one eye and out the other. So
Was that the 70s, the Crazies, or the other one?
the 2013 one or whatever.
Okay, the remake, yeah.
Yeah, the remake. This is, and it was like right around the same time that movie came out. Was when this
The remakes are just never as good as the
Chipmunk
originals.
story came out. So yeah, I'm pretty
Do you
sure.
remember
he's,
whenever they were just remaking like every single like non-iconic horror movie from the 70s? They were like,
mean-
we ran out of all the iconic horror movies. Now we just have to go through and see what else we have lying around. How about the Crazies?
I mean,
How
it's,
about the town that feared sundown? Oh,
Well,
what else we got from
they don't want to make anything
1977?
new, and that was the time period where they were trying all the shit out to see what got to stick around. So like,
Well, how about Last House on the Left? I feel like that really needed a 2012 remake.
it didn't. No, it's not that it needed the 2012 remake. That was them testing the waters to see if they could start a new like franchise out of it. You know, will
So
people really
fucked up.
dig into this franchise? No. Okay, bye. You die, and then.
I know, but it's so like funny to look back at all those like one-off remakes of like shitty 70s horror movies that no one remembers.
And
Yeah.
now that they
It's
exist,
just, and they're
we
all
can
in
get
a row.
chipmunk
It's just like
parodies
you
of
said.
them.
They're just trying. Come on, is this one gonna work? Is this one gonna work?
Well, it
And
was
none of
no.
them
That was
worked.
that was the great culling. Because now we live in a world where they can only remake 5 movies, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just the 5 good ones from the past, you can remake those, and then
over and over and over again.
that's it. That's all we need anymore. That's
Do you
it.
think they're gonna? Do you think they're gonna make another The Crazies?
No, that one died in the culling
remake
as
the
well.
2013 one.
The Crazies, the Squeakquel.
The sequel, yeah.
The Crazies too. This time they're really fucking crazy. See, they
yeah.
don't even make sequels anymore. They're just remakes. They gave up on sequels. Nobody's
Yeah.
seeing part 2. Just make part 1 again and call it the same fucking thing again.
I feel like they
This-
should get more creative with it. Like, I want to see an interquel. I want to see a movie that is set during the other movie.
Oh, so
right,
it's sort of like
basically
the
Saw
Half-Life
4.
expansions.
That was like
Yeah.
Saw 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Saw 4 takes place during Saw 3.
Yeah, so that would be an interquel. Or I think that would be something else. An interquel is technically, you know, it's between 2 entries in a series. So like
Yeah, the in-between
a prequel goes before,
Like
a
Half-Life
sequel goes
Alyx.
after, and yeah, or like Borderlands the pre-sequel is between Borderlands 1 and 2, and so it's
And they're
an
literally
interquel.
naming it based off of the joke that they don't have a word for it.
Yeah, but there is a word for it, and it's interquel.
It is interquel.
Yeah,
Not in-between quel. Okay.
not in between quel or NyQuil.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I always
love
thought they
Nightcrawler.
should have done the re-prequel, where they have one set before Borderlands 1. You know? Like, who doesn't want to play as Dr. Zed? As one of your characters,
I
you know?
miss Dr. Zed. He just disappeared like he didn't matter.
Man, I don't know who that is.
It's Dr. Zed, dude. Come on.
We were
so
talking
that
about
is-
Borderlands.
Is that like
How do you not know who Dr. Zed is?
is that like the British version of Dr. Z?
No.
No.
Oh.
He's
You ever heard-
definitely
you ever
not.
heard of this
Who
little
needs a
indie
real
game?
doctor when you've got my machines and their scary needles?
You ever heard of this little indie game called Borderlands?
I feel like
Little-
someone's
little
mentioned
indie-
it
little
to me
indie
once.
darling.
Matt, what did you call it? What did you call the
He
game?
just called it Borderlands.
No. I think Matt said Borderlands. No, we're talking about the game Borgerlands.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Yeah. Yeah, Borgerlands, you know.
Borgur.
Borgerlands.
Borgulingi.
I loved when you finally reached level 10 and unlocked Tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The streamer?
It's so strange that it takes so long to get to Tomato, but frankly, it's really great, especially since it's so great that they show in the game, once you give people Tomato, they'll take it right off the burger anyway.
yeah.
You
Right.
see there's a little animation of them opening the burger, taking the tomato off, and
I mean, that's
putting-
what I do. That is
Yeah.
what I do.
I should have gone for a condiment that I actually, like, want on my burgers.
Well, no, I mean, it's just crazy that in, what was the game we were talking about?
Borgerlands.
Borderlands? Yeah, sorry, I forgot the bit. But
It's okay. We forgive you.
Borderlands.
I mean, it wasn't.
So fuck it, whatever. Who cares?
Good bit, everyone.
Little
indie
indie darling.
done.
Sorry, guys. I can't do it anymore. I'm a hack.
The bit's
I hate.
over.
I actually hate burgers. I have this whole time.
Whoa.
Okay,
up.
did we ever get
I
a
don't eat
confirmation that the loading screen is filling up with more color the further you progress? Did anyone actually go back and check?
No.
I feel like it still is. You know, I'm gonna check on my laptop. Hold on. I have to see this now.
Google.
Don't
is that
stay
shit
with
true?
the video.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
Yeah.
Jamie,
Enhance.
I want you to stop watching this Let's Play and watch another Let's Play. Jamie,
The exact same Let's Play, but earlier.
I want you to
What
pull the
about
exact same Let's
instead
Play
of
but earlier.
enhance, you enhance? You know, like
What
the
did you just
Japanese.
do?
So-
What the fuck
I
was that?
booped,
You
I
just
booped
did.
that
You
bear
just-
on the snoot.
You just
Yeah.
smashed right into
I
it.
Sorry.
booped the snoot.
You definitely did boop the snoot, but I want to go back to what you just said. Enhancing is doing
Yeah.
what now?
I don't know, just like
You make it
Bringing
more
it
ins.
closer to you?
Putting it in your hands. Enhancing.
Enhancing something, when you enhance something, it gets better. It gets better in the sense that it's closer to a perfect version of itself. So when you enhance something, are you making something more like you?
more me,
Or
I
maybe,
guess. I don't
maybe
know.
something closer to Insetic's ideal version of itself.
Just
Okay.
like keep me in your
Like-
mind, you know, as
Like
much
if you
as
take
possible.
if you take a white T-shirt and you enhance it, it becomes green.
Or it becomes whatever version of a t-shirt, you know,
Yeah.
aesthetic wants.
Like
Now, Bob,
Insetic's
I want
perfect
your-
version of a T-shirt.
Bob, I want your opinion on enhancing, where you put it in your hands.
That's fine as long as you don't put it physically into the palms of your hands.
Well, I mean,
As long as
depends
it's
on what it
within-
is.
No, well, what kinds of things are you inserting past the skin?
You know, Elon Musk.
No,
hand chips.
no,
Oh.
nothing Elon Musk gives you should go into your flesh.
Hand chips.
Don't put anything he wants to give you into your flesh.
I saw my first Cybertruck out in the wild today.
Yeah, we
Oh.
saw. I've seen a few of them now.
Not
They're
actually
very.
today, a few days ago. I don't know
I've
why
seen
I said
it.
They
today.
look
I've
very
seen an
dumb.
embarrassing number of them. I've seen an embarrassing number of them in my area. But what has been nice is, after the first big rain, I saw a lot less of them.
Wow.
Nice.
I haven't seen any at all.
Consider yourself lucky.
I guess they're slowly making their way across the country.
Yeah, they're slowly making their way into landfills.
Yeah.
Like a herd
What
of
Matt
deer.
lives in.
Ridge TV is something we here at the Republic cooked up. It's our very own thing, which means we can do whatever the hell we want. And boy, have we gone loco for this one. We created a monster snow park second to none. This thing is rammed to the gills with crazy modules for you to do your thing on. In Ridge TV, the only rules are our rules. So go have some fun.
Let's have some fun, peeps.
Fellas.
Let's have some fun in the sun with.
Hey,
Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, earlier, Bob. The reason that man had his shirt off is the farther up you get to the sun, the closer.
sorry,
the
you're
hotter
responding
it
to
is.
something I said maybe 25
Yeah, well,
minutes
I
ago?
wanted to mention it back then and I forgot to, but like, I love the idea that the closer you get to the sun, the hotter it gets. So like, you go into outer space and it's burning up out there, dude.
Well,
Right.
you
That's
know,
why they gotta wear suits.
Yeah.
I gotta wear suits. So he's got his shirt off because it's really hot up here. It's close
I mean,
to the sun. He's on a mountain.
That was what ancient people thought for a long time, and then we kind of started thinking about things.
He
a little
really
bit.
put that theory to the test.
Yeah.
He shot a guy up there and was like, "How hot are you, dude? Is it burning up there?"
It was like,
And they-
it was like ah!
Imagine going back in time and consciously being like, okay, I gotta explain these things right. I can't be too weird, otherwise they're gonna human sacrifice me.
Where are you going where they're gonna human sacrifice you?
Back in time, you know,
but
like
where?
the
They
fucking
didn't do it
Mayans
everywhere.
or whatever.
That's when. Where are you going?
The Mayans? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the Mayans would human sacrifice you.
It was
They're
certainly
destroying
a thing,
your bit
right?
one by one. I'm watching
Yeah,
it crumble
but I mean,
through
I
your
don't think they
hands.
just did it to random
Jesus.
dudes. Didn't they
Crumble
do it?
Look,
through my
here-
hands.
Here's what
They're
I'm
not-
saying.
It's not being enhanced.
Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think you go there, they think you're Quetzalcoatl, and then they let you explain things to them. And you'll
Exactly.
try your best to explain it, and they'll be like, man, he's speaking some kind of weird god tongue. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Hang
but
on,
we'll
we
try
need
to
to human
figure it out.
sacrifice someone to figure out what he's saying. Throw that child in there.
And then you start shaking your head and going, no, no. And they're like, is that a yes? I think that's a yes in his language.
Hang on,
And you're
hurry
going,
up and throw
no!
the fucking child in there. I want to know what he's saying.
Triple Missy.
Then
Hurry up
someone's
with the
like,
human
hang on, I
sacrifice
think
so
he
we
might
can
be
learn
saying
his
no.
fucking tongue. Hurry it up.
He seems to be trying to stop me from dropping the child into the... Okay, so I think he doesn't want this. So then, by then, they'll figure out the no human sacrifice, and then I think you're good, man.
Yeah, I think you're set then, yeah.
Okay. Just like it's a fine line to ride between, you know, you go back in time and you're the revolutionary one versus you're a absolute weird thing that needs to be destroyed.
Yeah, I think you're better off if you go further back, because if you, like, if I was an expert in... If I was an expert in every field that I know a little bit about, I could change the world if I went back in time. And I could explain anything to anyone. But I'm not an expert in everything, so really what I should do is go really far back so that the people who I'm explaining things to have a lot of unanswered questions. You know, stuff that I take for granted, that's like basic shit. Oh
How
yeah,
does
we're
this
made of
electricity
atoms.
work?
You know, yeah. Like,
I have
if
no
you can go
idea.
back that far, yeah, then I think I'm good.
You can explain
I
how
like the
germs
idea
work.
of going back in time to change it, but like they don't know what you're talking about at all, and so history remains exactly the same.
Oh yeah, well I think most
I
of
mean,
history
that
would
would happen
remain
if I went
exactly the
back
same.
in time. You know.
You
I
go back
think-
in time to explain like anything to them when they're all like, I got no idea what he's talking about, and
You know
then
what?
they just forget about you, and history
I mean,
is unchanged.
Here's the thing. If I went back in time and I told a person in the past, like, okay, here's the truth. I'm from the future, but you can't tell anybody. I'll tell you all the things you want to know about the future that I can tell you, but you can't tell anybody any of this. I bet you could convince somebody in the past to not tell anybody. Not only that, but I think if somebody came from the future to today, I think most people would keep their mouths shut.
Yeah.
I don't think most people would snitch.
You know what's crazy is you don't even have to go back like that far to talk about something modern, and they have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
talk to a guy from like 1950 and tell him about the internet.
Yeah.
Imagine
He's gonna be
explaining
like,
to a guy
okay,
that
whatever.
Pluto isn't a planet in like 1952. Because there's like 5 other things nearby Pluto that are bigger than it. And it's like, oh, that this probably isn't a planet, is it? But they didn't
you
know
just
that in
told, like,
1952.
If you just told like some random guy, like off the street, about the internet in 1952, he'd be like, okay, yeah, whatever, and like nothing would happen. Like,
Imagine trying to explain caramel dancing to someone.
And then in like however many years, 50 years, he'd be like, the internet, it was real.
I know,
But like he had nothing to do with it.
that guy was
weirdo
indirectly
on the
responsible
street was
for
right.
caramel dancing.
I remember that very weird bloke. But he was
What
right.
a wacky fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
What a
strange
strange
guy.
man.
He told me a real humdinger.
It was like this really fast song sung in Swedish, and like it was definitely music, but none of the instruments sounded real except for the voices.
Wow, that's a really,
Wah.
that's a pretty specific description.
Okay, see, I just picked up that you said caramel dancing. I thought you said car milk at first.
Yeah,
Oh,
caramel
Dancing.
Why the fuck would you try to explain an inside joke
to
to
someone.
people in the past?
Well, now that you've brought up car milk, I feel like you kind of have to explain.
Okay, now I need a hypothetical question. How would you explain car milk to your
I got an
viewers
easy
watching
way
the
to
video?
explain car milk. I got an easy way to explain car milk. There's an animatic for the steel donut of the moment you go looking up plain porn.
Oh,
And if you just imagine subbing in the words car milk, that's basically the same. It's almost identical in
Yeah,
the story.
okay.
So you're good to go.
I see.
You can, Connor, you can just link that in the description. That other guy's video.
All right.
It's
Look
it's
it
a
up.
good little
Plain
animatic.
porn.
Was this made by the same person who did the If Chipmunks Could Talk? Okay, wow.
No, yeah, it was a different version.
I like how
I love,
you just
by the
knew.
way, I love all the animatics so much. They were
Yeah.
so cute. I love them.
Man, you
I
guys
wish
are
we
really
had-
funny
So
there
good.
for a while.
Yeah. Once upon a
It's a shame
time.
what happened to the steel donut. They got unfunny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after the event.
Yeah, after Bob ruined the steel donut.
After the incident.
Hey, can I pitch an idea to you guys?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So I had this idea earlier today. I've been playing around with the idea of
Wait,
of
can I say
doing,
this really
like-
quickly? Sorry to interrupt.
No, we
giraffes.
don't have time.
Giraffes.
Giraffes,
carry
yes. Okay, so you know what? I'll just pitch the idea to you guys afterwards, and the audience can just dream about it. We've only got like
Wow.
2 minutes left.
Sorry that I ruined that for everyone in the audience.
No, that's okay.
You'll
didn't
know
ruin
one
it. I
day.
mean,
No, it's
we would
okay.
have
We
had.
weren't going to let the audience know about it anyway because he was going to just blank out all of the audio.
That's
Oh,
true.
okay,
Yeah.
it was gonna beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, because it'd be like, oh wait, shit, copyright be me. You can't take this idea. I said it for
Copyright
you.
me.
Copyright me.
Copyright me? No. Despicable
Bob is
you.
gonna copyright strike Connor's video.
Disposable you.
Yeah. Despicable me, no disposable you. What video is that? Shit, I
It was
gotta
that
watch
Eve
that.
Everstone one. That's all I remember.
Was it one of the Eve Everstone ones?
It was, yeah.
Oh my god, it was an Eve Everstone. Okay. Well, then I'll have to go digging.
These live in my head. They just live in my fucking head, and
I
they
mean,
come
they
out
were-
sometimes.
they're
And none
fantastic.
of my
This was a
friends know what the hell I'm
long-term
talking
psyop.
about.
I mean, for a while I was trying to get shorts for, or like little clips of my favorite bits from the Steel Donut. Saved as little snips or whatever the
Should probably
YouTube thing.
like get some. Now that the channel's dead, we don't have to worry about killing our growth. We can just make shorts and upload those.
We should do that. We
True.
talked about it before, but like I just like.
And
don't
they all
have
like
the time.
shorts will kill your channel growth. That's fine. Our channel's dead. We should just upload a bunch of
Channel's
fucking
way
really funny
dead,
shorts
so
now.
it doesn't matter.
Bob's
yeah.
talking about how he wanted to and
Yeah.
wants to.
No, I was thinking now. Like
Yeah.
I know we talked about it
Now.
back then, but like
no,
now
no,
we
I'm
have
saying,
even more of a
I'm
reason
saying
to
now.
do
I
it.
was doing it in the last couple months.
Oh, in the last couple.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to use like the clip feature on YouTube. On the mobile, you can clip a video and then save like a little time section.
Clip that.
But like, I don't know if I can then turn that into a short or what. I guess I can't. I don't know what I can do with this. Do I just share this with people?
Yeah,
That seems like a lot
I
of
just
work.
asked people for their best moments.
Yeah. Like, it's a lot of work to get like a timestamp on a video. I can just right click and send people the timestamp.
Yeah.
That's much.
You know what? Now I'm really thinking like I bet if we could theoretically just upload like shorts of funny bits from Steel Donut.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I might look
With
into
8
doing that.
years of it.
Yeah, we have a lot
You know
of
what?
shorts.
How about this? You should just automate it. I want you to program up something where it just goes through our videos and randomly clips out bits. And just turns them into shorts.
in the middle of
It clips out each
conversations.
video in
Don't
1
even
minute
detect
chunks.
what we're saying at all. Just clip a random bit and throw it as a short. I bet it'll work.
Sick.
I'm sure that would
fucking
be
amazing.
great.
I think it'd be fine.
All right. Well, anyway, we're almost done with the Snow Trick's career. Next video will be the last video for that. So, yeah, join us then and watch the stuff we talked about and
watch this
link to and
space.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So join us then.
Peace.